It's your girl Ashley. If you're new to my channel, what's up? In today's video, I'm going to be showing you what I'm going to be meal prepping for these next 2 weeks. Before we get into the video, I just want to say I am not a nutritionist. I am not a professional. So please do speak to your primary care doctor. Everybody has different needs. Everybody has, a different body. So please do speak to your doctor if you are changing your diet. Now, everybody's entitled to their own opinions. Some people are going to say you're eating too much. You're not eating enough. You should try this. You should try that. Listen, I'm going to do what I think is best for me, and I'm going to learn as I go. It can be extremely overwhelming to start a lifestyle change because that is the way that I'm seeing it. I am not seeking to lose weight immediately. I am seeking to just live and eat healthier. So that is my entire goal. I know there's some diets where it's like a low carb diet, keto diet, and so on. For me, all I'm focusing on is that in my breakfast, lunch, and dinner, I'm going to try my best to eat protein, carbs, and greens. That is my goal. I am not going to eliminate carbs. Carbs are your friends. You need carbs for energy. So let's start there. First of all, too, I am a huge snacker. So you will see me having some snacks, okay? Now, before we just jump into the video, because I know I'm talking too much, let me just say that there's going to be parts to this. The first section of this video, I'm going to take you grocery shopping with me so you can see what I select, where I buy my items, and how much everything costs for 2 weeks worth. After that, then we're going to go in and do my immunity shots, because I like that, girl. We need to take those shots. And then breakfast, lunch, dinner, and snacks. So let's get to it. So we are at Costco now, and I'm going to show you guys what I'm going to be getting from here. So first thing would be this protein. This is the Kodiak Cakes Power Jacks. So if you look in the back, actually, wait, it's been a minute. There you go. 190 calories, the serving size and everything, $11.99, and you get so much. We're gonna get this brown rice here. That's the price. We're gonna get some eggs. That's the price, $6.99 for all of these. I also got some ground turkey, but it doesn't have the price, so I'll tell you guys the price later. Now some sweet potatoes, $11.99. It's gonna be good for like 2 weeks. Now some squash, that's the price. Some spinach, it's $4.99. Asparagus, $4.29 for this. Some blueberries. I got myself some flowers, but that's not part of the meal prep. The total for everything that I purchased was $102.15. Mind you, I meal prepped for 5 days, and this is gonna last me 2 weeks worth. There was like maybe 2 or 3 items that I purchased that are gonna last me longer than that, like the brown rice is gonna last me for a while. The pancake mix is gonna last me for a while. That's all I can think of right now. But let's take away the flowers, which were $18.99. So you're looking at that I spent a total of, I did the math earlier, $83.16 for these items. There's a few things that are missing that I'm gonna go get right now. I came back in because I forgot one thing. These, they look $8. You get 50 pieces. These are the meal containers. They're very similar to the ones I have, and I got mine at Target for like 10 for 10. So this is a good deal. $7.99 for 50. This is the rice cake I'm gonna be getting. It is the caramel flavor. They also have like apple cinnamon. They have this like tomato and basil. But since I'm gonna be using this for my yogurt, I'm gonna get caramel. Getting the yogurt. This one. Grand total for these 2 items from Target was $2.02. I wish. It is $7.98. I love this yogurt. It tastes so freaking good. It is unfortunately not dairy free, but I think as long as I consume a little bit of dairy, not too much, I should be fine. Now I'm at Albertsons for one thing. I came for this one in particular. I'm to come to Whole Foods. I already got some ginger and some turmeric. I'm gonna get my pineapple, 4 carrots, 2 lemons. The total for Whole Foods was $8.28. Everything that I bought today equal to $113.22. And this shall last me 2 weeks. I might buy a couple like more fresh veggies next week to meal prep for the 2nd week, but majority of this is gonna cover the 2 weeks. The juice, I'm going to be using a whole pineapple. We got some carrots, some lemon, some orange. You didn't have to me by orange because I have an orange tree, so I got 3 oranges here. We got turmeric and we got ginger. So I'm gonna put some music over this because it gets really, really loud. I'm gonna add some black pepper. is 2 weeks worth of shots. So what I'll do is I'll leave like Monday and Tuesday out. The rest of them I'm going to put them in this container and put them in the freezer, and then I'll thaw them the night before, and that is how I do my immunity shots. Let's get started with breakfast. So for breakfast we're going to be having some protein pancakes. This is the brand. This brand actually has so many different flavors as you saw in the grocery haul. I've just got the basic because that's the only one that they had at Costco, but that's okay. In the back it tells you the half a cup equals 190 calories. So let's get started. You can either measure because it says half a cup, but personally I feel like when I've done that in the past, when I just use a measuring cup, it's either not enough or it's too much. So I personally like to use my scale. I got this at Target for like $15. There's different sizes, not really different sizes, but there's different prices. I think this one's pretty good. So it measures ounces, grams, and all of that. I'm gonna turn this on. So if you look at the back of the carton, well, not the back, but on the side of it, it's going to tell you half a cup, or it can tell you 53 grams. So that is what I'm going to be measuring. 53 grams in this measuring cup. I emptied it out, and we're going to start again because it was not making sense to me. I did go ahead and press my scale 0 so I can clear. And I'm going to measure it again because it's 53 grams. There you go. Well, now it's 54. It's okay, just by a little bit. So there you go. It's a little bit over half a cup. You see what I'm saying? So it doesn't make sense. If you would have done just half a cup, you would have not had enough. I'm going to pour the mixture in here, and I'm going to add half a cup of water. Half a cup of water. I'm going to use a fork to mix. I use some coconut oil, so that way it's not going to stick to it much. And I'm just going to go ahead and pour some to start making some pancakes. So pancakes are done. Now what I'm doing is I'm going to cut up this ham because we're going to do our side for the pancakes, which is going to be eggs, spinach, and some of this turkey ham. So I'm just going to cut this up, and then we're going to cook it. I already have all my spinach that I'm going to be using, so I just need to mix everything together. I'm going to go ahead and crack 10 eggs. It is 2 per day, and I'm cooking for 5 breakfasts, so that's why we're doing 10. I'm just going to use a fork to whisk it all together. I'm just going to pour that. I'm going to put the spinach now. Now for lunch, we're going to be having some ground turkey, squash, and brown rice. So time to make the rice. I'm going to be using this chicken broth to make the brown rice to give you, a little bit of taste, you can say. Usually I do like to use the unsalted version, but unfortunately I did not have that in stock when I went. So since I'm making 1 cup of rice, it's going to be 2 cups of chicken broth. If you want, you can do 1 cup of water, 1 cup of chicken broth, whatever you like. Now that my chicken broth is boiling, I'm gonna go ahead and put my washed brown rice, and we're gonna cook it for about 20 minutes. I already washed the zucchini, and now I'm just gonna go ahead and cut them into pieces so that I can put it in the air fryer. So I personally don't like them too small. I love zucchini, even by itself. I don't actually season it. But we're just going to cut these up. Well, squash. It's squash, not zucchini. But yeah, we're going to cut these up. I've been having the air fryer warm up. So now I'm just going to throw in the zucchini. I did go ahead and put some coconut oil spray, so that way it doesn't really stick to it. And now we're just going to let it cook for about 30 or 40 minutes. Here's 20 ounces of ground turkey. I'm just going to put some pink Himalayan salt. Some white pepper. Then I have this Monterey steak thing. I don't know really what it has. All I know is that I like it. And then I'll put some ground mustard. And then of course I always have to have chile, ground cayenne red pepper. And then I'm just gonna go ahead and mix all of that. I put a little bit of that coconut oil spray. And then I'm going to use one of these to break up the meat. Here's 20 ounces of chicken. So I'm going to use this Cajun, I can't even say it, this seasoning. And I'm just going to open it up and apply some of it. Sorry, I am not left-handed. Yeah, I think this should be okay. And I'm just going to mix all of this. I put some coconut oil spray in the pan and I'm just going to transfer the chicken and mix it. Now that I have the chicken prepping, I'm also going to have sweet potatoes for dinner. So I'm just going to put that and we're going to let that cook for a good 30 to 45 minutes. I put a little bit of olive oil in this pan and I'm just grilling a little bit the asparagus for dinner. Time to prepare my snack. So I'm going to do 170 grams of this yogurt. So again, we're using this one. So I'm just going to use a spoon. You can just clear your scale, and then now I'm going to do 50 grams of blueberries. I'm going to top off the yogurt with this rice cake. So for one of them, you get 50 calories. And honestly, this is less calories than if you were to add granola as a topping. So I'm not going to add it right now because I don't want it to get soggy. So I'm going to put it in a little baggie like this. And then when I'm going to eat it, I'll pour it in. To finish off with these snacks, I'm going to also be eating these. I got these in Costco. It comes with a variety pack. It comes with like cheese ones, Lay's ones, salt ones, stuff like that. But these are 200 calories. I already put that in my thing. And then there's also these here. And for this one, it is 110 calories. So like I said, I am a huge snacker. So slowly I want to venture out from these, but sometimes I'll eat them, sometimes I won't, depending on my mood. I do have episodes where I binge eat, so it's better for me to eat this than like eat whatever is inside of me. And then these are not the best. I used to really like want to have these, but since I have these left, I'm going to consume them as well. And then here shows you 160 calories for this here. You can drink this right after your workout. Easy to consume as well as fast. So that is all for now. I almost forgot about the syrup. I'm going to try and see with 2 servings of this, which would be 4 tablespoons or 60 ml. So I'm going to try like that and see if I like it or not. Because I feel like I've had this before and I wasn't sure if it was enough when I just did the 2 tablespoons. So I am finally done cooking and I am so tired. I don't know if you can see my eyes, but I'm tired. But I also finished watching Euphoria, so anyways, I'm completely done cooking. I know that meal prepping can be a little bit much. Honestly, it really is not. Because I feel like once you get the hang of it, you'll find little like cheat ways of getting things done a little bit faster. And then when you meal prep too, you'll start realizing, okay, let me make sure that when I like meal prep my stuff that it's simplified, not trying to be all extra. I feel like my recipes, at least for this week, is pretty normal and achievable. It's not a little extra like I usually am. But anyways, everything that I'm consuming for this week. Also, what I mean by what I'm going to be eating these next 2 weeks means that this is the same recipe I'm going to be eating for these next 2 weeks. I do not meal prep like for 2 weeks worth because it's impossible. I feel like most foods will just not be good. So I meal prep for 5 days a week. I kind of give myself a little bit of leeway between the weekends, but you just have to be careful. And I feel like once you're really focused, you'll start like just changing the habits of how you eat. But for this week, I should be consuming about 1,647, but let's just say maybe like 1,700, 1,800. It can be a little bit more just because I didn't count like the chicken broth. I didn't count the immunity shots. What else didn't I count? Just, you never know. So just give yourself a little bit of extraness, which I still feel like it's a decent amount. It's not too much, but it's not like under either. I feel like it's a decent amount. But anyways, that is what I'm gonna be eating. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It is my first time, actually no, I used to do this in Washington, but it's my first time doing it back here. So I'm sorry for the different different angles of camera and all. The camera that I usually use to film, for whatever reason, it was really warm in my kitchen. But anywho, enough about that. I am extremely tired, but I hope that you found this video helpful. If you did, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, hit that bell button to get notified when I upload new videos. You're more than welcome to follow me on Instagram, Snapchat, and TikTok. I'll post little previews of what I'm filming and all your good stuff. Again, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on my next video. Bye!